It's not really so much a sales pitch as much of a just sharing of a bit of the gospel in a sense. It's the good news. The good news of small groups. Because for a lot of us, though we do get to come in here on Sundays and worship together and have a marvelous time doing so, we all also need an opportunity to dive a little bit deeper into our faith. And there's no better chance to do that but through small groups. See, when you get to come into these different groups led by these different great people that we have at this church, you get a chance not just to hear God's word, but to speak it yourself, to learn it, to live it, to see it firsthand. I've personally been blessed to be a part of some of Ernie's small groups. I got to see how wise he is, how gentle he and Jane can be in the way that they teach, the way that they share, and the way that they encourage us to do the same thing. So this is a chance for all of us to do the same thing. Because I heard it said once that being a servant of Jesus does let us see heaven one day. But if we want to see heaven today here on earth, that happens by being a part of a body, by being a part of a church. No better way to do that is there than to be a part of a small group where we can pour into one another, where we can grow alongside one another, where we can support one another through any trial and tribulation. If you have questions, there's somebody there to answer. If you have answers, there's somebody there with questions. There's a chance for you to practice these spiritual gifts that we've been able to learn so much about recently that we're going to keep learning about. Because every single one of us does have a gift. And small groups are a chance to develop it, to learn it, to practice it before having to go out and really use it for the good of God's nation. There are a lot of groups being offered. I promise you there's one that can fit anybody's schedule. They have weekend groups, weekday groups, morning groups, evening groups. There's something for everybody. If there's one that doesn't fit, come talk to us. We will work with you to see if we can get you in a group, or we might just have to start another one just for you, me, and 3 other people. If that's what you need, we will do our best to accommodate that, because we are not just an equipping church, but an accommodating church. That's something I've been blessed to be able to see as so many people have come alongside me to equip and accommodate me with my crazy schedule. So check it out, talk to people. There are some great people to talk to. I know there's another new group forming for all the young families here that's going to be led by Eric Casey and his family. That's going to be specifically for those young families that are looking, how do we grow in faith while also growing children? That's a difficult challenge that some of you might want to be a part of the group to help facilitate. Some of you have been able to get kids in and out of the house, while others of us, me and my family, have not had kids yet, but I know in a couple of years we're probably going to need to join Eric to get some lessons too. So, like I said, feel free to come and ask me, to ask Ernie, to ask Pastor Andy, to ask Eric, to ask any of us what it's going to be like, what groups are being offered. I highly recommend Convergence. That's one of the main things that we're talking about now in service. But you can go a little deeper to learn more, not just about all the gifts, but what your gift may be. Because I promise you, you have at least one. Some of you have 10. Don't be afraid to look into all of them. Don't be afraid to practice them, because God wants to do a great work through each and every one of us.